Use logic to make decisions. Do not use your emotions. Think with logic. Don't think with your emotions. Kind of like that Robert Kiyosaki quote. And what I mean, the way this is something I've always stick by. When I just read that quote actually this year, that's just something that I always stick by. Is to use logic instead of emotions when you think. Think with logics. Don't think with emotion. Don't apply any emotion to it. The reason why I always go with that, I feel like logic will always make sense. In some cases, in very rare situations, should you use emotions when you're making some decision thinking, but when you're making some critical thoughts that can be either life altering or things that'll make a difference in your life, I feel like you should use logic and what will make sense, you know? So applying logic to certain things or a good vast amount of things is important. That's what I always say. Use logic and do not think of your emotions. That's very important, because I feel like when you start to pour your emotions into things and how you feel, and you become very emotional, you make really poor decisions. And a lot of people make poor decisions because they're very emotional. Like, take example, a lot of people tend to sell when the market is going down and they're losing money on money, and it's obviously a poor decision, but they're pouring their emotions into it, is what I mean. You make poor decisions when you start using emotion. But if you sat there and thought about it and used logic, you would have made a way better decision, short term and long term. But you're just not realizing because your emotions are overcoming your regular thinking process. You're becoming more emotional than using your logic, which is why you should always use logic to think and not emotions.